position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. At the 35, he's open. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Is ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, DeBosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the catch. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his legs, it's Thompson. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. punch it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Delgado. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Under fire. Buying some time as he moves left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Wants to fire on second down. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Takes it the other way.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man, it's Delgado. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
Number 25.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Ready up. Here we go.
Got a little space. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He makes the grab. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
We'll send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Past the 30.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal.
Let's go.
He's looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Ready.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Delgado. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass? A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Big run there, gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ventura. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if he's going to run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Delgado. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's sacked. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ventura. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and